Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back. So as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about everything that you need to know for your trip to Bali. So stay tuned. I got it all written out.
Baby, can you put the time on a rewind? Help me understand, can you tell me now why you made a war that we're fighting now?
Okay, so we're going to get right into it. I went ahead and wrote some things down because I will forget. If you haven't seen my last vlog for my trip to Bali, go ahead and watch that now. But I'm basically going to break down everything that you need to know for a trip to Bali, okay? So let's get started. So one thing that's very popular in Bali, everyone rents a moto or a bike or a bicycle, motorcycle, whatever you want to call it. Those are really popular. That's pretty much the best way to get around this island because the roads are tiny, and if you have a bike, you can, of course, navigate easier and quicker. However, I do want to warn you that the way that they drive in Bali is very crazy. And if you're not used to driving on the left side of the road, which, you know, anyone from America and other places are not, it's going to be hard. I didn't rent a bike. I did not, because I don't even trust myself driving one. Like, I know I'm gonna be on the side of the road, flipped over, upside down, and injured. And I've seen a lot of people get injured on these bikes. Like, you can even search it on TikTok. I've seen so many people who've fallen and injured themselves because they were driving a moto. And I'm telling you, these people drive crazy. Like, traffic lights are more of a suggestion. They're not really like as heavily enforced as they are here in America. What I would recommend doing is downloading the app Grab. I'll put it right here above. It's similar to Uber or Lyft, if you're familiar with that, but it's basically just an app where you can call a driver to come pick you up. They do have bikes on here, and they also have cars. So typically, if I'm going to the airport, of course, I'm going to order a car because I have luggage. But if you're just going to like a restaurant or whatnot, I would definitely recommend calling a bike because, like I said, they're faster, and the traffic in Bali gets really bad. One night we waited 2 hours in traffic just to get back to our hotel, and it was probably like 25 miles. So, you know, I would recommend hiring a driver if you want to explore things outside of the city that you're staying in. And we hired a driver. It was like $45 for the day. We went to a few beaches around the south side of Seminyak, the south coast. I think I'm saying that right. But yeah, we hired a driver. It was like $45 for the day. So I would definitely recommend exploring the island a little bit more than whatever city that you're staying in. The best time that people recommend going to Bali is May and June. Of course, that's high peak tourism season, so everything is going to be really packed. I went in December. Well, I went in January, late December, and spent New Year's there. So I went during rainy season, which supposedly starts around November. The rainy season is not as bad as you would think. It does rain a lot, but it's more so like it rains in the morning and then it stops and then it rains again later on. So it is raining on and off, but that's the only time I could take to go to Bali because it's so far away. Just make sure you do a little research on the time of year that you want to go. Number 3, have cash. Have cash everywhere you go. Most places only accept cash, especially if you're not in like a really nice restaurant, or for example, a lot of the spa places or nail salons, they only take cash. So just make sure you have cash. I can say a lot of the ATMs did not work in the area that I was in. Like when we got to the airport, a few of the ATMs in the airport were not working. Not a few, none of the ATMs in the airport were working. So we had an issue getting our taxi to go to our hotel because we didn't have any cash. So yeah, you just want to make sure you always have cash. Also, I want you guys to download this app. This is what I always use for currency converting. I love it because you do not need internet for it to convert. So, you know, if you don't have data or your data is going really slow, it's still going to convert. You can actually pick from a list of currencies, whatever country you're in, and change it to USD or whatever currency that you use normally. This was really helpful, especially in Asia, everywhere I traveled in Southeast Asia, because the currencies are just very hard. Like they use thousands, like 20,000, 30,000, and you know, pretty much in America, we have 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. That's it. But their currency is very different. So definitely download this app. It will save your life, especially because you have to use cash so much here. Okay, let's talk about one of the most important things, entry requirements. So you do need a COVID vaccine. You do need to be vaccinated. They will ask for proof of the vaccination if it's electronic, or if you have like the physical copy of the vaccination card, they will ask for that when you get to Bali. You do need a visa to visit Bali. However, it's very easy to obtain. I'm gonna put the link here. It's about 34 to 35 US dollars, and it comes back in a few hours. So it does not take super long to get. You just put in your information as far as like your name, where you're going to be staying, how long you're going to be staying, and it's good for 30 days. I do want to mention, you need to download this app before departure, and I don't want to butcher the name. It's like PeruliLindungi. I'm just gonna put it here. Download this app. You do need it before departure. Customs is gonna ask for a barcode, and I'll put my barcode here, but it's a barcode that they scan for you to get into the country. So make sure you have that done. You don't want to get to the air. You don't want to be one of those people who get to customs and like you're standing on the side in the back of the line trying to download the app. The Wi-Fi is not even that good in the airport. Your service is acting stupid. So just make sure you get that done ahead of time. Like anywhere you go, be careful of the things that you're eating. I know Bali belly is a very popular topic. I didn't experience any stomach issues. However, there's certain things I just will not do. If it's street food, I'm very careful about the things that I eat, because different countries cook their food different ways, or they let their food sit out, and it's not refrigerated, all that. Be careful of the street food that you eat, number one. Number two, do not drink any water that's not bottled. I don't care if they say it's filtered. They speak another language, different culture. You don't know what's going on, okay? Because there could be a language barrier. So just be careful. Don't drink any water that's not bottled. So that goes for ice, or if you're having like a smoothie or a milkshake and they're putting water in it. All those little things are stuff that can make you sick. Like I've gotten sick before on a trip when I was in Colombia, and it's because we were drinking the water because of the coffee. And even though it was boiled, it still made us sick. So just be careful. If you plan on going to see any of the tourist attractions like the Bali Swing, Heaven's Gate, you do want to get there as early as possible. These are like the most popular tourist attractions. And when I tell you, the lines can start from like an hour and a half up to 3 hours. So what we did was we got there at 6 a.m. and there was still a line. We still waited about 45 minutes, but you want to get there as early as possible. And depending on where you're staying, these locations are kind of far. Like from where we were staying in Seminyak, the Bali Swing and Heaven's Gate were all about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from us. So we left at 4 a.m. and we got there at 6 a.m. So definitely prepare to be there early. You are going to be competing with other tourists for the same thing. So just make sure you plan accordingly. Lastly, you want to be aware of animals. And when I say animals, not only do I mean like bugs, because the mosquitoes, they are crazy. I got bit up so much, and I put on bug spray every day, more than once, and I still was getting bit up. But I'm just juicy, so. But no, for real, be aware of these monkeys, okay? I know this is like a really big tourist attraction to go to Bali and take pictures with monkeys. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people do that. Y'all, be careful, because these monkeys are wild animals. And I know people that have gotten bitten by these monkeys. I know people who their phones have got taken. The monkey will take your phone and run off with it, or crush it, or break it, and now you have no phone because you was trying to be cute with the monkeys. So I would just say be careful. I didn't do any of that stuff with a monkey because I'm not willing to risk my phone or getting bit or any of that. I will also recommend purchasing travel insurance. I did get this because I was in Asia for about a month, and you never know what can happen. You can get sick, you can fall off a bike. Now you need to go to the doctor because you're injured. So I would definitely recommend getting travel insurance if you're going to be there for a while. Let me know if this video was informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know if there was anything that I missed that you want to know about. As always, thank you for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.